Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. I am your host, Saheem the Dream.
And I'm the big bad booty daddy.
The Big Bad Booty Daddy!
Oh gosh. And I am Hollywood K, who just celebrated a birthday yesterday.
Hollywood K, how you doing today?
Ugh. You don't even want to know.
Is it good? Are you doing good?
Not really.
Did you party too hard?
No, more so I got a surprise that I was not expecting in my father showing up at my house.
Was that a good surprise?
It's an iffy. It's an iffy surprise.
Okay.
It's
Well, hopefully today's show will cheer you up.
Oh yeah. I got all my tears out, so I'm good.
So Ann is going to be back with us. He's having some issues with his camera.
Of course he is.
All right.
Sure.
I'm here. Y'all was sounding like zombies, so I had to leave and come back.
The Big Bad Booty Daddy is back.
He's got a shirt on this time, unlike that.
He got his shirt on his top. You know, I was going to start the show off with that video you put. I was going to do it. I was like, let me do it. Let me troll Ant real quick. I'm like, let me troll him.
I didn't even see it, so this is my first time seeing it.
Yeah, I was like, let me put that up there. Let me do this. Let me put that up there. All right, guys, we thank you for joining us for another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. If you guys are joining us, please drop a comment in the comment section below. If you guys are catching us on Facebook, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and join us as we begin to talk wrestling. Mr. LaDuca says, I'll see you Sunday. Mr. LaDuca, I will see you Sunday, Mr. LaDuca. He was on a show with me last Sunday. If you guys are joining us on Facebook, subscribe. Angela Duca says, I love my big bad booty daddy. That's what he meant it in a good way.
In a good way.
In an unpaused way. He didn't mean it that way.
Shout out to all the generic freaks, man. Shout out to the generic freaks out there, man.
Oh,
yes. So let's I didn't get to see I don't come home in time for NXT, so I didn't get to catch it.
I didn't even watch it either.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
It's getting bad. Like
God.
what?
You got Natalia bullying all these young girls. And everybody's starting to get a faction now. It's like, wait, what? Now Tony D'Angelo has a faction.
With who?
He got two new guys. They came in some black suits tonight and took out Santos Escobar in his match against Carmelo Hayes. You got him. He got his faction now, and I think Joey Lacey's got his own faction now because NXT just went off like 2 minutes ago. After the matches went off, it came back on again with Joe Lacey in the ring with Rick Steiner's Hall of Fame ring, and then he had like some Druids carry Braun Breaker out. So I'm guessing they're giving him a faction now too. So, but I haven't seen Harlan. I don't know what's going on with Harlan. They gave him one match, and then it's like no Harlan.
Harlan's the dude that he's the Brock Lesnar lookalike, right?
Yeah, Parker Brodock.
He's probably on that list of budget cuts.
Oh, and then we have Roxy. I think that was Roxy tonight who made her NXT debut. They changed her name to like Roxy Perez or something like that.
Yeah, they're changing. So I found out that they're changing a lot of the newer talent's names. They're not doing anything with like the top tier ones. So, obviously, someone like Randy and the Mysterios, they're not going to make them change their name because they have a legacy, whatever. But any new talent that just recently got called up is having to change their name.
Yeah, I think they're having them use real names now or something like that.
No, Vince.
No more real names, right?
Yeah, no more real names. So like with Raquel, when she got called up to SmackDown, she had, instead, because Gonzalez is technically her real last name, they had to have her change her last name to Rodriguez.
So what is Lacey Evans going by now?
They're still going to leave her the same. So basically, because of the fact that Lacey technically fits in that legacy one of where she's not really having to change her name because she's a top, kind of considered a top tier talent, they might just let her keep her. Same with Montez, Angelo Dawkins, Bianca. Well, Bianca's is not even really a matter of whatever, but they're making some superstars change their names, i.e. Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they
Theory.
I don't know why they keep changing these names. Why? Why do they do this?
It's confusing.
I don't
it's
even
hard
know.
to keep.
I don't even know why they put the United States title on Austin Theory.
Because Finn Balor's about to be out the door.
Well,
like, you can't tell that was his farewell. That was Finn Balor's farewell. I don't care what anybody says.
But here's the question, Ant. If it was his farewell match, where the hell is he gonna go? AEW or New Japan?
Nah, he's going back to Japan.
If I was Finn, I'm gonna be honest. If I was Finn, I would definitely go back to I would go back to New Japan Pro just to get that belt, just to get that title, to get the heavyweight title, then go back, then go to AEW. I would do it because again, I feel like Finn should have had that New Japan Pro Wrestling heavyweight title. You know,
that's the only thing that he didn't. That's the only belt he didn't get over there.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, I know he had the junior heavyweight title.
Yeah, he had the tag title. Yeah. Nah, I don't think he had the tag title. Wait, matter of fact, he was part of a tag team, but I don't know if he won the tag title.
Yeah, I know he had the junior heavyweight, the junior weight, which was like their intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look this up. Finn Balor.
He needs to go back to get things right with the club too. Go back to what was his. That would be a good story. That would be a good storyline. Take the club away from Jay White.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
And just have his whole new members. Don't keep nobody that Jay White had, because as you can see, they're not loyal. But at the end of the day, go back, get Tonga, Haku, the whole God. Kick the Jet Brothers out.
So there's some news on the line. I just, Googled Finn Balor, and they're like talking about Finn Balor got screwed. That's the thing that pissed me off about him losing that belt. I was just like, I was really hoping a longer title reign. And, again, he did get screwed. I'm getting sick of this with this whole Finn Balor gimmick. I'm sick and tired of how WWE is treating this guy. I'm sick of this, man. Like,
he had 2 title reigns since he was the U.S. champion, bro.
He didn't have it long enough, man.
The rematch against Priest and then last night.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I feel like? It's like ever since he got hurt and they gave him that push for that, become the first Universal champ. It's like they blame him for that. Like, like they blaming him for his shoulder being hurt and stuff like that. And then when he comes back, I feel like they keep lining him up. Like, nah, don't worry, your day gonna come soon. Just give us some time. Give us some time. I feel like that's what they keep telling him. Like, yo, look, just be patient with us.
To me, I hate to say it, whenever somebody has the Universal title, that title is cursed. I'm just going to say that right now. That title's cursed because you either get injured or then you have it and then you lose it relatively quick, and then you're doing crap that Kevin Owens is doing right now and doing tried to do Seth Rollins' dirty work last night.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, Caleb, but I think you actually onto something. You and the Ant, I definitely want to touch on what y'all just mentioned. But I think you onto something. Like, there's only 2 people who had successful Universal title reigns, and that's Brock Lesnar and that's Roman Reigns. And Kevin had a good run.
Seth never had that belt.
You said who?
Seth.
No, Seth had the belt, but Seth didn't have it for a long time. Remember when Seth got the belt and he won it off of Brock? He got booed.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, with the Roman portion of it, though, is you have to think about it. The one time he did have it is then he had to turn around and he didn't have it for that long, and he had to kind of relinquish it because leukemia kicked back in.
Right.
So it feels like everybody who has had that title ends up getting. It's I almost want to say the Universal title is like Danhausen.
Danhausen. Who's Danhausen?
It's a curse.
It's a curse.
It's a curse.
No, but that's probably why they're getting rid of it. they probably realized it too. Like, yo, this belt's bad news, bro.
Yeah, I ain't feeling that belt. So you got your cat there chilling. Who's that?
Yeah, she's over here watching wrestling with me.
Oh, you chilling.
She just
But yeah,
yo.
no, but I definitely, yeah, you definitely touched on that, Caleb. But real quick, no, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Also, Ant, what you said about Finn Balor, that's exactly what I felt about him losing the belt. Like the first time when he took the Universal title off him, I felt exactly that. I was just like, I feel like Vince is blaming him for getting injured.
Yeah,
And an injury he didn't cause, and it was like it was not his fault, and it was almost like because you got injured, we can't believe in you. Same thing with Dolph Ziggler. It was the same thing with Dolph. Dolph gets a concussion, but here it is. Again, and you can see that. Here it is again. Like well, anyway, let me just get to my point. Here it is again. You can see that Triple H, try to make things right when he got the NXT title the second time, and his jaw got broke through by Kyle O'Reilly, and they didn't take the belt off him. They let him keep it.
yeah, but
And they let him keep
How much right could Triple H do for the man after a while? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he tried to do right by him. I mean, but he tried to do right by him because he was like, he knew that he was he should have the belt, and it was just like, yo, you just can't. I mean, like this guy's jaw's broke. He's gonna heal up in a few months. Like, just give him some time. Like, injuries happen, things happen, and again, in this case in point, Roman Reigns' shoulder was like popped out of socket. When's the next time we're gonna see Roman wrestle?
Yeah, that's true too.
We might not even see him. We might not even see him wrestle at the pay-per-view.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they would have been promoting that already.
No, here's the thing. There's no reason to have him. This is just me. And this is what I see happening. He's not going to defend it next month at WrestleMania Backlash. Well, in a few weeks, whatever. He's not going to defend it at WrestleMania Backlash. And what's irritating me the most is the fact that, and I know we spoke about it before. I get the unifying the tag titles. I get it because you don't have that many tag teams. However, do I feel like the Bloodline should have all the gold? No, because at the same token, if that was the case, then Solo would have gotten the North American title last week against Cameron Grimes, who then decided to tell Solo,
but he's
your
not
bloodline,
officially the Bloodline, though.
Yeah, he's not officially main roster.
Officially.
Yeah, but regardless,
he won't be main roster for another year or two.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless of the fact, though, it was funny to see Cameron Grimes tell Solo, your bloodline can kiss my grits.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I see what you're leaning into. But with Roman, because again, like the point that we see, right, is that if Vince wanted to, he didn't have to take the belt off him. He didn't have to take the belt off of Finn. Like that was a situation that he did not have, and not even that. Even if he did take the belt off of him, all right, cool. I understand he may be out for a few months, so he can't defend the title. So that's why we have to take the belt off of him. But when he comes back, give him the belt back. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to push him, push him. If you're going to stand on him, stand on him. But then, you get flaky and you give these guys titles and then you turn around and you just take the belt off them. And it's like, yo, these are great guys. Some of these guys you're putting the belt on are great. Stand behind them like you stand on Roman. And it's like, that's the reason why programming goes up and down the way it goes, or, mostly down, is because, again, you put these titles on certain guys. I'm happy that Ricochet defended his belt and kept his title. I was like, I'm glad. All right, cool. So when Finn was defending his belt, I'm like, all right, Finn is going to keep it. But then I kind of felt a little iffy about it because I'm just like, well, Austin Theory is Vince McMahon's pick, and then him and Austin Theory was like feuding for a little bit. So I'm like, if he gets the belt, I'm not surprised. And when he lost the belt, I was like, they really took the belt off of Finn Balor like that? Like, really?
And then back to what you were saying, Si, about that Roman situation, right? If he's not defending the belt at Backlash or WrestleMania Backlash, I'm sorry, what was the point of Shinsuke Nakamura coming out there that night?
Right, exactly.
To make a point, to basically make to make a point. The point
that was like an embarrassment for Shinsuke.
No, here's the thing. The point of the matter is is that there's nobody on the roster right now, and that's what Roman was doing when Shinsuke came out. Is he was making a point that there's nobody on the roster that is on his level. We have to stop to think. Roman Reigns is on a whole new level. He's on
but
this
he never beat.
mode.
I don't think he beat Shinsuke. He never beat Shinsuke.
Well,
I would like to see him and Shinsuke fight.
Right, but do I see it being for a title? No. Do I see a person who is going to probably dethrone Roman? Will probably be Cody Rhodes, because I have this feeling, because here's the kicker. In July, we get 2 pay-per-views literally 28 days apart from each other.
Oh, and SummerSlam and what else?
We get
Money in the Bank, right?
July 2nd, and then July 28th, we get SummerSlam.
Okay.
So they're setting
SummerSlam's in July now?
Yeah. They moved it to the end of July. They've been making a lot of pay-per-view moves or whatever. But the thing is like, do I see Roman dropping the title? Yes. Do I see it being to Cody? Probably. But even if not, I mean, we have to on it. The Young Rock episode from last week, they hinted at a whole, and it's not the first time that it's been hinted at, but the fact to have it on,
I heard about that.
It's been hitting for years, but the only problem is with that, he could say he could do it now, and then next year you never know what can happen with him. With being in the movie business, nothing is 100% accurate.
Right, but here's the thing though, Ant, is he's the executive producer of that show. He's to put something in that show if there's no meaning behind it.
Yeah, but I doubt it'll be next year, though. I don't think it's going to be next year.
Why not?
I think it's going to be after Roman loses the title. If Roman loses the title, it's going to be next year. But if Roman's not losing the title, they're not going to bring the Rock back for 2 months to lose the title and then possibly lose it again to Roman, and then the Rock disappears. That's not going to make no sense.
Nah, they're going to, bro, they're going to do it. I'm telling you, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it primarily because of
title, though. I don't think it's going to be for the title.
You
see how that worked out last time. You see how that worked out last time with him and Punk. It didn't really work out too good.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It very well, I mean, even though it didn't work out with Punk, but it very well could work out with The Rock, because everybody knows WWE is Rock's home. Regardless, he's always eventually.
Yeah, but nobody wants to see him come back for 2 months.
Well, no. But same token, I mean,
I do. In that
case, you can keep the belt on Roman. In that case, you can keep the belt on Roman, because he's gonna come back and eventually he's gonna beat Roman at Mania and then lose it to him in a rematch and then disappear for another 7 years.
Hey, you know what? It would be no different than John.
It won't be no different from John, but I was hearing that that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build that like what you're saying, Kayla, that they The Rock alluded to it on the show, on the Young Rock, and that they're building it. They're building towards it for this year, next year's WrestleMania.
I want to see it happen.
Supposed to be facing Roman.
I mean,
I want to see it happen, but not. I want to see it happen, but not for the belts. I feel like if the belt is not on the line, it would be more personal.
Right, and The Rock has already said it doesn't have to be for a championship. And I mean, regardless if Roman is champion or not, come next year's WrestleMania, regardless if he's champion or not, we're gonna get that match regardless. And even
I know we are. I just want it to be more personal.
Well, yeah,
like, keep the belts out of it and make it more personal.
Well, I mean, it's still going to be personal regardless of the fact, because Roman's walking around with a, giant stick up his ass thinking that he's the head of the table and the leader of the family. And he's really not the leader of the family.
He is, though. He really is, though.
Not.
That family's not Hollywood. That Rock went to Hollywood. That family's about wrestling.
Yeah, but
so he is the head of the table of that family.
The thing, though, Ant, is
I don't know, Ant.
Here's the thing.
The Rock never had a run as champion like Roman ever did in his life.
No, but
all 7 of his runs don't even add up to the days that Roman's been champion.
That is true. Hold on a second. That is true. That is true. However, even though you're right, that's true. They don't amount up. They don't.
Because look, back then,
The Rock has had better reigns than Roman.
Yeah, look at the competition he had though back then, side. Yeah, Hunter, Taker, Mankind, Austin, Kane.
Right.
Who else? Benoit, Angle.
Right. Yeah. He did. Jericho. Yeah, he had
Jericho.
Booker T. Yeah, he had
Booker T. Yeah.
Goldberg. Booker T, Goldberg. Hogan.
Brock Lesnar, like
Brock
come on,
Lesnar,
a young Brock Lesnar, whatever, not a 3-move Lesnar.
2-move Lesnar,
Right.
Yeah,
F5 and belly to belly. But no, but I mean, you're right. He didn't. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, Vince is not as invested in the talent now as he was back then.
Yeah, because he was like invested in everybody back then. The
Yeah,
whole roster, he was in tune with the whole roster. Now it's like what 3 guys? Wait, I don't know. I don't even know how many guys he's invested in now. Roman, Seth, Becky,
Oh, I don't know,
Charlotte.
but
what'd you say, Kayla?
I said I don't know if you want to count Seth in that because he hasn't had a shot at a title in a bit.
Yeah, but look, Seth is having a good run, regardless if he's not having a title. He hasn't had a shot since the Royal Rumble.
True.
You know, but he's
But
had probably one of the best. I think Seth's best runs is when he's not champion.
yeah, but here's the thing though, and on my point is even though The Rock went to Hollywood, had it not been for The Rock's family, we would not be seeing Roman Reigns. We would not be seeing the Usos. And at the same token, Brock leaving to go to Hollywood opened up a door for his family because correct me if I'm wrong, but Roman Reigns left for a little bit to go to Hollywood and film a little portion of a movie.
Yeah, he was in Fast and the Furious because of his cousin.
Doesn't matter. He still left.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if he did leave, it was for the better. It was for, the purpose of him, furthering his family's legacy, him actually doing something that had never successfully been done. Hogan did it. Hogan had minor success, but The Rock had the best success as the transitional wrestler.
Let me ask you this,
Batista, I would say.
How many more years you see? How many you two Hollywood? How many more years y'all see Roman in wrestling? How old is Roman? 37.
Yeah, something like that. I think as long as Roman gets the push that he enjoys or that he likes, as far as him being a superstar, I think Roman's going to stay as long as he has the clout that he's getting.
So you don't see him going to Hollywood at all?
I see him possibly doing. I heard that he wants to make the transition. That's what I heard.
For me, I'm going to agree with Sai. I see Roman staying Roman staying as long as he gets the push that he's getting now. But
I see it like. Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead. Finish.
It also depends too on if his leukemia comes back.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Because he may be in remission right now, but the thing is that can spike up at any time again.
Right.
So
Right. That's true.
Spike up time to where we can keep putting you in remission. Keep putting this in remission. He's gonna live with it for the rest of his life. So it's like at some point he's got to kind of come to Camp Creek Parkway. On this is something he wants to do forever.
Oh, that's Jay. I just muted his mic. He's here.
Oh, he had
yeah,
it's
I don't
navigation.
know what was going on. But listen, like I was saying though, what I was about to say about that, I feel like if the competition don't get better, he's out.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I feel like if certain guys don't come back,
that's true.
Like for example, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun with this, like certain guys that come, like jumping from different promotions. Like I feel like if the competition doesn't get better, the same guys he's fighting he's going to get bored and eventually want to try something new. I mean, don't go back to being a baby face, but I'm just saying.
He's probably already bored with it because it's like watching somebody do missionary every night.
Yeah, you heard what? Like if guys come back, like if guys, for example, which I don't think it might happen, but say for example, Dean Ambrose comes back, you get for example, a guy from AEW who would be somebody that would jump ship. Say like for example, Brian Cage. I doubt it because now he resigned. But guys like that, like younger guys, I could see him staying a long time.
Who's that one that just recently said he's not re-signing? That was part of AEW.
Oh, he's not going no WWE. That guy.
Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. So let me say this real quick. Because I'm glad you mentioned that, Ant, because that just got my mind, get the gears of my mind twisting, right? Get the gears of my mind turning. So to relate to that point about what competition would Roman have? Like he doesn't have any competition. when I was watching Monday Night Raw, right? I
Mm-hmm.
turned to my wife and I said, you know what's so sad? I said, it's so bittersweet. Cody Rhodes' return is so bittersweet. I said, because Vince McMahon had this talent sitting in front of him the whole time. And the fans told him, they cheered for that man when he changed, they cheered for that man when he left. I'm sorry, they booed him as a great heel when he left Legacy. We cheered for
Mm-hmm.
him when they gave him the Stardust gimmick. And
Mm-hmm.
the fans told Vince he was a star. The fans told Vince the whole time he was a star. The guy leaves, goes, creates a whole nother promotion to potentially rival WWE in the future. And then he comes back and now you give him the respect that, was always there in front of your face the whole time. And
Look, even Zack Ryder's talking about coming back.
Oh
so,
God.
right.
No.
But hold on a second.
All right.
But it's the thing though, and that's the thing. And the reason why I mention that is because when we talk about competition that Roman has competition. Is that Vince ain't using him. Like with Finn Balor, like when he let go of the Fiend, he has Kevin Owens. They let go of Cesaro. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people there that are worthy opponents. But the problem with Vince is that Vince is so blinded, you know what I'm saying? Like blinded by his own personal vision that again he sabotages what he has in front of him. And it's like, bro, you gotta bro. It was like, yo, it's like, yo, you have the stars right there. Like your roster. Yo, when I watch AEW, I'm sitting there watching this program and I'm like, yo, why is it that almost every match is fire? Like every match is
Yo,
worth watching. Like
yo,
this was
yo,
it
you
was
know, you know what
We
Vince McMahon's mind state reminds me of? Remember Jordan's last year, the Bulls,
yeah.
and they were talking about they let everybody go when he retired. That's what Vince reminds me of.
Mm,
You have this perfect team, and you want to split them up for what? All you had to do was bring back the head coach.
right. Exactly.
and
That's it.
And make things work.
and honestly, like I mean, and like we said, as far as all the releases, you have, like I said, we all was highly. Well, I know me, I can't speak to everybody, but when Adam Cole, what I'm saying, decided to let Adam Cole leave, when they decided to let, especially Aleister Black, I'm like, yo, us, even in, me and you used to talk all the time about him being NXT and the potential he had, and we're like, yo, why isn't he
Yes,
being
word.
utilized? You bring him back, what I'm saying, to uh, hit Big E with the black mask and never see him again.
And then I
What I'm
said
saying?
that
Like
to
I
you,
said,
man. I said, yo, they brought him to the main roster too early, man. They should have left Black there. But go back to
yeah,
what you were
I
saying, man.
agree. But yeah, but then you bring him up with Ricochet, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
as a tag team. Because I guess they were hot and whatever like that. But yeah, I believe they did bring a lot of AEW, NXT guys up too soon. But to y'all point, what I'm saying, yeah, there's a lot of guys that can actually fight Roman, but the only problem is, saying, being that he's strictly on SmackDown, his roster, his competition is limited. Now, if you meaning he's double champion, yeah, now he's open to more challenges. Like, AJ Styles will give him, have a great match with him. Like Saheem said, now if they really let Finn go, Finn Balor would have a great match. Him and Seth Rollins tore the house down.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
I
even
could have even seen him and Keith Lee would have been so much money, bro.
Word.
yeah,
After that Survivor Series,
Word.
after that 5-on-5 Survivor, I don't know how Vince
yeah,
didn't see that. Like, yo, after
Vince,
that NXT versus Raw and SmackDown match, and it was
which
Lee and
was
Roman at the end,
which
how
which
you
was
don't
the
see that
best, which was one of the best Survivor Series ever. You know what I'm saying? Because
ever?
NXT was incorporated. But the thing about it, like I said, Vince has a mindset of, if you don't fit the mold or he doesn't see anything in you, then it's like, all right, for instance, how we had our vision of the perfect mate when we were younger. Like, all right, well, this person got to look like this. They gotta have this. They gotta have that. Like, if they don't have none of those, I'm not talking to them. Like, that's
Yeah,
Vince McMahon's mentality. But as we got older, our options expanded out a little bit. But Vince is still narrow minded. Like, well, if he's not genetic jackhammer and he's not looking like this, or I can't see a future with him, then he's
yeah.
not. I can't see him as a champion, which is great. Or when he does give him a chance, when they get hurt, see, You know what I'm saying? I knew it. I knew they can't do it. So that's why I need to stick with what I'm
Yeah.
going with. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like
But
why
yet,
have a staff?
yeah, and still
Why have
even
a
when Finn
staff if
Balor.
you're not gonna listen to them?
I mean,
Yeah.
also same token,
Yeah, yeah.
if we stop to think about it, look at the Hell in a Cell match that he had with which one of his cousins?
With Jay?
Jay.
Jay. And then Jimmy, and then Jimmy came out. Like you had something kind
I
of right there where
I
you could have
wait.
pinned together.
Right. And see, the only thing I didn't like about that was, you know what I'm saying, Jay was rebellious for a while and he was going against Roman like you're bugging, but then he kind of fell in line. And then when Jimmy came back, Jimmy was like, yo, you're crazy. He had he was really like rebellious. Like, when Jimmy my bad. Yeah, let's do this as a fan. I'm like, that's it? Like no
Yeah.
match? Like you just
Yeah, no match. Just apology.
Very well could have set up
Jimmy.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I mean I definitely agree. Vince is, he has his eyes on his prospects and he looks at certain people a certain way and say, oh, if they don't have this, they don't have that. There's certain exceptions to the rule, like a AJ Styles, like a
AJ
Shawn
reminds him of
Michaels.
Sean. AJ reminds him of Sean.
Yeah.
That's why AJ gets a pass.
Yeah, but I mean, like Dolph reminds me of Sean. Adam Cole
Yeah,
reminds
but
me of Sean.
Yep.
And it's
but
just like,
he reminds us of Sean, but he doesn't remind Vince of
But you
Sean.
know what his problem is with Dolph? He didn't like the way Dolph was wearing the belt when he was world champion.
Yeah,
That felt like that
the
was
whole
disrespectful.
listen, that was so
yeah.
petty. Yo, listen, I heard that the reason why what's that guy's name? Braun Strowman lost his push was because it was something real petty, like something
Yeah, it
super
was.
petty.
I think
And
I think they had disagreement or something. It was
yeah,
something
like this,
small.
something
And Vince
small,
was
and
like,
Vince was
yeah.
like,
He had
nah.
one title run. Braun only had one title run, right?
Yeah, one title run. Yeah, but as a matter of fact, when he won,
he got it because it was victim of circumstance. Roman couldn't do the match with Goldberg, so Braun got through it, and Goldberg had to drop the title. So
right, but
What happened to Roman that he couldn't participate?
he no, because of COVID.
he decided not to do it because of COVID.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because of COVID.
he
Yeah,
didn't want to do that Mania,
but
but he ended up catching COVID later on.
Yeah, but with Braun Strowman, it was like he lost his push and then he gave him the belt back. Like he gave him the push back. Like he gave him the push.
Because
he took away his push, gave him the push.
Because
I mean, I know it's a
he couldn't give it
circumstance,
to
but
nobody else
like,
though. No, you're right. I'm saying he couldn't give it to nobody. Like
he could.
at
There's other
that
people he could
time.
have gave it to, bro.
But who?
He could have gave it to Kevin Owens. He could have gave it to Finn Balor. He could have gave it to somebody else.
Well, he's giving up on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens doesn't have the Vince McMahon look.
No.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Kevin Owens is going to be no more than a mid Carter because he doesn't have that look that Vince likes.
No, because
yeah, look at him. He went from feuding with Austin to Ezekiel.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
Get your fat ass back in the ring.
Yeah, he's walked off like. Yeah, I agree with Ant. That ending was horrible. Like I'm just like.
I'm sorry. As I was sitting here watching,
I was confused last night.
Dad, and like when it got to the wedding portion.
Oh, that was the worst wedding. That was the worst wedding ever.
I was waiting for something to happen. Like, yo, something's gotta happen.
So was my dad, and I mean he hasn't watched it in so many years, but the fact like he's sad because he's up here visiting, and that me to watch it. We looked at each other like, all right. We all know how wrestling weddings go. Something's gonna happen, and the fact that R-Truth was the minister was just even hilarious. And
I was hoping for Goldberg. I'm like, oh, no. All times I want to see Goldberg. Please bring him down.
The fans was not with it. The fans gave them a hard time.
Yo, that was they're not gonna be able to edit that.
Giving them
they can't.
5 ways from Sunday.
They tried to throw the little sound thing in there. If you pay attention to it, they tried to throw it in there, but them fans was not having that.
Them fans in Buffalo were not having it.
I fast forward. Nah, son. Nah, you ain't wasting my time like that.
But the only thing then it was confusing because so you know what I'm saying? So it's like Tamina switch R-Truth and Reggie. And I'm like, okay, so she's trying to marry Reggie. Then she switched again, and her and I'm like, okay. And then switched it back. I'm like, what was the point of that? Like that, like that was a useless segment. Like that made no sense.
I'm just sitting here, and the fact that freaking Sasha was even remotely a part of this comedic.
Sasha in it. Well, see, I can see Sasha and Naomi because they was all team bad, so you know
Yeah,
they want to support their girl.
But the
and
way
that's Naomi's cousin-in-law.
Yeah.
But with them being, you know, the I guess the face of the women's tag team division, having them there just kind of made them look like a joke.
I was trying to figure out who's that chicken in the she was like a red dress.
Yeah,
I don't
black
know.
girl, right?
Oh yeah,
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I was like,
I was
oh,
trying to
thick
figure
'em,
out who
look
that
at thick
black
'em.
girl was.
Yeah. They didn't really show it too much, but the chicken in the pink, she was front and center. So I was like, oh wait a minute, who that?
I'm about to see who's at the performance center after looking at her. I want to see what's
just
going on in that performance center.
Last night, literally during that whole wedding ceremony, I was waiting for Veer to just come out and just demolish everybody, except for the female.
Yeah,
Demolish.
yeah. It was just a bunch of title changes, and I'm just like, okay, so
Yeah.
so
Wait, you said a bunch of title changes. So somebody else won the 24/7 title.
Yeah, so
everybody won
Reggie,
it.
Reggie pinned.
He had it.
That's after he kissed Dana Brooke. He kissed her and pinned her, and then Tamina pinned Reggie and took the belt from him, and then Akira Tozawa pinned Tamina, and then he won it, and then Dana Brooke jumped up the top rope and with a crossbody and took it back from Tozawa, and then she jumped on R-Truth back and they just ran to the back, a la Carmella and R-Truth.
Like that whole segment had me shaking my head. It's like
it was pointless.
It made no sense, and I also felt real bad for that homegrown talent, whatever his name was, because dude, you ouch. Like I feel bad for that home talent that, you know, got demolished by Veer.
Yeah. Oh, well, we knew that was gonna happen.
Oh yeah. I was like, better use somebody else.
Yeah, I'm still pissed the fact that Finn Balor lost his daggone. I mean, I wasn't, you know, the funny thing about it, I wasn't like really mad because I'm like, I do want Austin Theory to win the title, but at the same time, I'm like, if Finn Balor losing his belt means something better for him in the future or something better for him down the line, then I'm cool with it. But if him losing the belt means that he just lost the belt, you know, just to be, you know, someone who was transitional, and then he gets pushed to the back of the line. We don't see him on Monday Night Raw anymore, you know, or barely see him. I'm like, man, don't do that guy like that, man. That pisses me off, man.
In my personal opinion, I really want to see Finn Balor. I hope they took the belt off him for this reason. This is just my personal dream booking, but I want to see Finn aid AJ Styles in the whole Edge, you know, feud. That's what I personally want to see, because if you think about it, if Finn was feuding with Dick Priest, you know what I'm saying, and that feud kind of just fizzled out, you know what I'm saying. So I can see Finn, you know, but I guess in order to put Finn in that mix, I guess he can't have a title. So that would be the only thing that would make sense for me.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope so. I hope that's what they do for real, because that's like bringing the Bullet Club back together.
Right, exactly.
I mean, the other thing I could very well see, and I know it's happened before, is Finn might possibly make a return back to NXT again.
No.
Not 2.0.
Not 2.0.
No.
They do that, they're going out of business.
No.
I don't think it's anybody on NXT.
Well, they're going to send him down there to lose to somebody named Luke Hudson,
Grayson Waller.
Kayla, why?
Why would you want that?
Look, with the amount of people that on the main roster that have recently made the appearance on NXT, okay, I very well see him having a hell of a match between Braun Breaker.
Nah.
But Braun Breaker's about to come to the main roster because
Yeah,
Yeah.
Braun need to come to the main roster and do that.
they're
Nah.
trying, yeah, they're trying to just to bring him up
He made
fast.
it. Yeah, he
Yeah.
made his return. He made his
Yeah.
return back to
Oh
NXT. It
yeah,
was good.
but
You can't bring him back to this 2.0 and have him. When you gonna have him feud with somebody like Von
real-
Wagner and lose?
Word, exactly. Word.
if in the event is pair, if in the event he is possibly going to get paired with AJ, I would like to see him bring Demon Finn back.
Bring who?
Demon
Demon
Finn,
Finn. Yeah, that would be
No,
Yeah.
dope.
against Edge
That would
and
be
them, yeah,
dope to
that'd be
have him.
fire.
That would be dope. But
'Cause
I think that but
that's something
definitely
we haven't seen in a while.
If
that's a
they do
great
that, they
idea.
you gotta get New Japan AJ the black with the hoodie with the black leather jacket again and the jeans.
You
Yeah,
know,
that'd be crazy. No, that'd be dope. That actually would be dope. I would love to see something
I
like
mean,
that. That
Ace is
would
an 8 AJ. My fault. Ace
Yeah.
is an 8 AJ.
that would be crazy. No, I ain't gonna lie. Like thinking about that, Jay, that was a great idea. That'd be something. That's a great idea. That hopefully they hash that out because him with AJ having the odds stacked against him, and then
Right.
Finn come out of nowhere and piece him up with the too sweet,
With the sweet,
and
yeah.
then
Yeah.
go back and forth with whatchamacallit. I think that'll be dope. Like they should definitely do that. That'll be dope. I would love to see something like that. And then
Yeah, like I
Demon,
said, that's fantasy booking, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they go with it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, now this is where WWE dropped the ball. They should have been done it when you had Finn, you had AJ, you had Adam Cole. You could have put a whole Undisputed Era and you could have made so you could have like teased the Bullet Club / new faction kind of thing. But they always wait to the last minute, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, now is the perfect opportunity for them to do that. And now I'm telling you, they probably won't because they don't think like us. And we'll be sitting here like they'll have somebody else help AJ or the AJ Edge feud to just disappear out of nowhere. You'd be like, so nothing happened.
I think they're gonna have him. I think they're gonna have him pair with AJ. I don't see
I
no
hope
other
so.
route for him. There's no other way for him to go right now, and it's only right. But they're gonna have AJ getting his ass kicked every week by two dudes.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And then eventually Rhea Ripley's joining them. You already see
Yeah.
that coming.
Well, yeah. Well,
Only-
so I don't know if I got to rumors, but Rhea heel turn was the sole purpose of them also fast forwarding the Sonya Deville Bianca match because Rhea Ripley is supposed to be the next one to fight Bianca at Backlash.
So let me find out Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry, Rhea Ripley. Let me find out Rhea Ripley out here stealing swag. So she copied Nikita Loins with the sexy pin. Apparently, she's trying to be sexy. Did Nikita Loins wrestle on NXT tonight?
Not that I know. I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. I don't think so. I know she's fighting next week against Last Legend, and then the week after that, she challenged Natty. She want to fight Natty after she
I don't know.
Last Legend.
Nikita Lyons is still trying to pick her ass up off the floor after last week, courtesy of Lash Legends.
Oh, they lost in a match? Oh, she lost in a match?
Lash pretty much, I guess, showed up at something backstage that Nikita was doing and put a boot right.
She kicked her out, yeah. But she beat Lash the week before last. She beat Last Legend.
Right, but it was still funny to watch Nikita Lyons fall out of a chair.
Well, don't do that to Nikita.
Well,
I know one thing it wasn't funny.
Nice.
It was funny. No,
nice.
First off, as a female, you should.
All that turkey meat was up in the air.
He said, "Oh, that turkey meat." What?
Yeah, she had a dress on when she got kicked. Her legs went up in the air and all that. All that was up in the air, jiggling and wiggling.
Yeah, it was.
I'm like, NXT is like soft porn, like tonight, like Natalya tell her, yeah. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna put you in the sharpshooter, and then Nikita goes, well, I'm ready because I'm flexible. I'm like, whoa.
It's like,
whoa.
Like, where's this going right now? Who's writing this stuff?
Oh man, whoa. Yeah, Nikita, I mean, that daggone pin she gave that girl, that joint was trending on like whatchamacallit the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What Ryan Holmes says, stinky legging. What, Ryan?
Stinky leggings.
Stinky leggings. Stinky leggings. He says stinky leggings. But yeah, that split she did, man. I was like, that joint had the internet going crazy. I was like, okay, Some
It had every dude on my dang Twitter timeline just googly eyed.
How can
What
you
do you
not? We
mean?
never seen nothing like that in wrestling before, man.
Yeah, we never see
They always give us the
that wrestling either.
puppies. They always give us the puppies, man. It's
They
the
give
new
us
era
puppies. Now
now.
they give us the base. I was like, oh, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that was like, but but that but since Triple H, but since Triple H took over NXT, like the girls got like a lot more like voluptuous. I
Yep.
was like, yo, hold on a
Yeah.
second. I was like, Triple H and Shaw got some taste, man. Like
I,
I was like, these guys got some taste, yo. I was like, yo, Tony Storm, Nikita Loins, who else? Who else is another one?
Gigi
Naomi,
Bianca,
Dolan.
Gigi
Rhea
Dolan,
Ripley,
yeah, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, I'm like, yo, hold
As
on a
Bianca.
second.
as the theme song says, bow down to the king.
Bow
Bow
down to the
down.
king. I was like, yo, Triple H is like, these guys are picking them. I'm like, wow. So, okay.
You want to say picking them like how Steph used to be built.
Word. I
Nah,
mean,
Trying to pick
Steph's
that's
them.
still built like that.
sister Steph was only top heavy. She wasn't really. She
No,
didn't really
used to
have
be.
nothing
She
else.
used to be alright. She was alright.
Yeah, she's all right. But I mean, the older she got, she filled out a little bit more. She got a little thicker.
well, I mean, that also
Well, she
had
had kids.
3 kids too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sean's wife is not that bad neither.
Point star
Well,
dancing. Ryan,
Sean's
what's
wife used to be a Nitro
Ryan,
girl,
what's
so I
point
mean,
star
Yeah,
dancing?
she
Nitro
better.
girl.
What's
Huh?
that? No, Ryan said point star dancing. What's that?
He probably meant to say porn star dancing. He probably talking
Oh,
about
that's what he's
Nikita
trying to say. Oh,
Lyons.
he's trying to be he's trying to be PG. That's why, right? Be a
Nah, cause
PG.
she be
Oh,
twerking,
okay.
cause she be twerking and grinding and stuff. So he probably like
Who?
porn.
Who?
Who be
Nikita?
twerking, Nikita?
Nikita Lyons.
Oh yeah. Oh, the video that who sent it? You or Sean? One of y'all sent.
Was he talking about the
He,
Instagram joint when she was in the bed?
yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like, yo. Matter of fact, I looked up on YouTube and I was like, let me just see. And I looked up on YouTube and she got. I'm like, yo, this chick is. I was like, okay, all right. I was like,
Nah, I think so far the one that's still rocking right now. Obviously the one with Kiara Hogan, but the one with Kiara
Oh
Hogan,
man.
Red
Whew.
Velvet, and
Jade
Jenny
Cargill.
Cargill. Yeah, but
Oh.
the one with Kiara Hogan by herself was alright too.
Oh man. I didn't know
oh,
all that was back there like that.
man.
For which one? For
Kiara
Kiara?
Hogan when she was
Oh,
by
I
herself.
knew. Oh, I knew. Oh yeah, I knew. Sheesh. Yeah, I knew.
I give her the throne over Sasha. She's 10 times better than
Yeah,
Sasha now.
yeah. Sasha's skinny. And you know it's funny, like Sasha is small. You know what I'm saying? Like she just looks good with makeup. And I realized like a lot of so for me, Bianca that looks better without makeup. Like if you look at her Instagram and her the pictures she take without makeup, I'm like, yo, why do they even put makeup on you? Even Raquel Gonzalez, well, I'm sorry, Raquel Rodriguez, she
Yeah.
looks way better without makeup.
Oh yeah. Raquel Rodriguez. Oh yeah. She's
She
I'm
fine.
looks
waiting.
way better without makeup.
She's fine.
I'm waiting for her to get her hands on Natty.
Yeah, what do you think
Exactly.
was gonna
Please,
happen to her on SmackDown, yo? What do you think they're gonna do with her?
They're gonna
nothing.
Hopefully they do something good with her.
Nah, they'll probably do a little bit good with her, and then they'll bury her, and then they'll
You,
But
kick where
she,
her boyfriend's
she,
at now.
she's gonna get the Xia Li. She's gonna get the Xia Li deal. Come
you
through.
think
You can
you
be
don't
the
think she gonna
hero.
you don't think she's gonna beat Charlotte?
No,
Yeah. You know what's funny? I kind of think she is. I'm not gonna lie
That'd be dope
because
if he did.
Charlotte really doesn't have no competition. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're
Yep.
Man,
bringing back
listen, man. Nah, man. We can't say that, man. I just think that they're
as
not
far.
building the
I mean,
competition right.
no, okay,
I wouldn't
okay,
say that.
we have to take into effect that there's a brand split. You know what I'm saying? So if you look down the up and down the SmackDown roster, right? You have Sasha and Naomi is tag champs, so they're not considered in the title picture. Ronda Rousey, you know who
Mhm.
she's fighting this Sunday.
Oh God.
Well, no,
Yep.
at Backlash.
Oh God.
You're not gonna say Shotzi Blackheart. You know what I'm
no.
saying? They're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? Now I would love to see Shayna Baszler. You know what I'm saying? But Vince is not gonna let Shayna beat Charlotte. We just know that's not gonna happen. Um,
What about
You know what I'm
Lacey?
saying?
What about Lacey Evans? You think he'll let Lacey Evans beat her?
Wow.
No.
You know what? I
he'll
think
let her
honestly,
he'll let
I
he'll
don't
let
I
her
don't
beat her,
think
but not for the belt.
I don't think there was anything wrong with Lacey's Evans character. I thought that the character she had, the Southern Belle, with the women's right and everything, I thought it was perfect. I thought she was a
Oh,
great
she's not
heel.
doing that no more.
Nah, bro, she's
We
doing
don't
this
know.
whole.
Don't see that?
She's doing something a lot more like personal.
Like
Oh
what?
God.
Like she's talking about her past. She's talking about how she used to be in the military, how her upbringing was, and all that stuff. Like she's getting like real. Like it's she's taking a whole.
Oh,
She don't even have the accent no more, yo.
Oh,
She lost her
okay,
accent. They pulled a
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston on this.
Yeah. Yeah, what is you Jamaican?
Side note. So Sai and Kayla,
what up?
since Ezekiel passed his lie detector test,
Yes.
can we y'all jump on board and
No.
agree
Yeah.
that
I
No.
told y'all.
Ezekiel
No.
Next
is
week,
Elias' younger brother?
Ezekiel.
No.
Listen, next week on Raw,
I'm not.
Ezekiel and
No.
Elias against Alpha
No.
Academy.
No, I'm not. No, look, I'm not getting on board with it because I told my dad yesterday, and I told this to my husband too. I'm not getting on board with it because I know he's going to slip up at some point and go WWE stands for, and that's and
You'll
he's
see next week.
walk with his
They're going against the Alpha Academy next week. You'll see.
no, I'm not. Look, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. That man
But
is.
You like it though? Did you laugh at the
But
segment?
look,
You love the segment, right?
he passed the lie detector test
Okay, but here.
with the smartest man in WWE.
But hold on. In all seriousness, though, that lie detector test was not even administrated properly, and my dad would have told you the same thing because he was here. And when that segment came on, he was like, "Wait a minute,
It's the same one they gave Vince McMahon.
no, my dad was like, where's
Let's listen to Ryan. Let's listen to Ryan. Lies. Exactly, Ryan. Thank you.
So what's
Lies.
yo, Sai, if it's a lie, right? If it's a lie, how they booked him and Elias against Alpha Academy next week?
What's that again?
How they book him and Elias to go against the Alpha Academy next week?
Exactly.
Elias is not going to show up. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Everybody knows
he's gonna show up.
No, he's not. Everybody.
The lights are gonna go out. Everybody's gonna be at home. Oh my God! It's
no, everybody knows.
Wait, hold a second, Gail, hold a second. So what he gonna do? He gonna fight as Ezekiel, get beat up, to go backstage, glue a whole beard on his face, and then come back out?
No, absolutely not. Ezekiel, Elias is gonna be there, and he's gonna be his tag team partner and help his younger brother. Like, why don't y'all believe it? I mean, listen, the test was 100% correct. There's nobody smarter in the WWE that could have managed that except for Chad Gable. Thank you.
No.
And
we can't believe they twins, yo. We don't know this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That test was not administrated properly. There was no.
We don't know this guy outside of wrestling. He can have a twin brother, bro.
There was no chess or anything, and to have Chad Gable host the damn lie detector thing, no. Like,
but who else? He's the smartest man in WWE. But he had a 4.0 grade average.
I don't.
Angela Dugan said, wait.
Hold on. Look, I got a 4.0 grade average in college. No. Like, I think no. That test is fake. And here's the thing. It will eventually come out. Like, I was actually telling my dad today, I was like, had Raw not been in Buffalo and it had been in Seattle, I guarantee you the minute Ezekiel would have came out, quote unquote, supposedly, and it's actually Elias, he would have probably been booed out of that damn arena.
They're from Seattle?
No. The last time that Elias, when Raw was here in 2018, he made one comment about the fact that it sucks he said, you know what sucks worse than Seattle? And he goes, Seattle not having a basketball team, and the whole arena booed this man for 10 minutes.
And have they been back to Seattle since?
Nah, they're supposed to be back here in September.
Explains a lot.
They were supposed to be here, but it got postponed. It got rescheduled. Due to
Indy City. That's an Indy City anyway.
No, it got postponed. It got rescheduled due to COVID mandates and everything else. So they rescheduled it to September. But regardless of the fact, I'm sorry, I'm not buying that Ezekiel is Elias, because if that was
you're gonna buy it next week on Raw.
No,
Ryan said it best. He says, Hall of Shame.
Thank you.
They're the next tag team champions. They're the next
No.
tag team champions.
Hold on, Ant, because here's the thing. If this man was quote unquote trying to play as Ezekiel and not Elias, you would have deleted every music video that Elias has on that quote unquote that you now took over the not Elias page on Instagram. There, if you look at it, there's a bunch of Elias videos on there. No.
He's
Because
shouting
he's
out
supporting
his
his
brother.
brother.
No.
Yeah.
Supporting his
No,
brother.
these videos are literally like back in August of 2021.
Yeah, I knew he always had a twin. I always
Look,
knew it.
no, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying
Oh
it.
my God! Come on, man.
I'm not
You ain't
buying
got no twin.
We'll see on Monday. Next
Toot,
week's show,
Ryan
I'm gonna
says,
say I told you.
Ryan says toot shooter. That's what he says. Toot shooter.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Ryan?
This is like a pile. This whole thing of repackaging Elias as Ezekiel is like a bag of flaming hot dog crap.
You're gonna love it in 6 months, though.
No,
Listen,
I'm not.
I think it's funny. I enjoy it. I think it's a
He's
great
gonna be the
angle.
next Intercontinental Champion. Watch.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. As far, I mean, I felt like his walk with Elias gimmick was great. I feel like they shouldn't have changed it. I don't know why they changed it. This guy shaved his beard off. You know,
Exactly.
It was
Right.
his idea. It was
And that's what I'm
his
saying.
idea.
Ezekiel, I mean, Elias looked like Macho Man. Ezekiel looks nothing like Macho Man. So that there you go.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm not buying the fact that Ezekiel is not Elias. That is Elias, and that's all there is to it.
Chanel says, "I think it's funny." Ryan says, he says he thinks it's a toot toot poop shooter.
I'm
That's
not,
he says he's a toot toot.
But I ain't gonna front that the segment with him and the lie detector segment was hilarious. I like Kevin Owens is gold when it comes to that. Like,
I'm telling you that probably was the highest segment on the show.
hold on,
yeah,
Andrew.
it was.
Andrew say
Says
that,
Taylor
that Elias is Nicholas. No,
who
there's no
teamed with
way.
Marshall. There's no way.
No,
It's the same guy,
There's
Andrew.
no way. No,
No.
there's not. No way.
You said
no.
what?
That wasn't too many.
None
That wasn't
of
too many
these
years ago.
shenanigans
That was.
tonight.
Yeah. None of them shenanigans tonight.
None of these shenanigans.
No.
Chanel says, "Look at Nelly behind." I see my cat. And wait, hold on a second. Ryan says, "Put my spell check on. Laugh out loud." Ryan, I didn't. You wrote that. I didn't write that. Chanel said, "Agreed." Kevin played into it's funny. I think it's hilarious. I think it's a funny angle.
Hilarious, bro.
It's funny, but no way do I believe that is his twin brother. Like, I think it's funny though. I
You'll be
think
a believer,
entertainment.
though.
It's
You're gonna
funny.
be-
Why
though.
don't you?
Look, it's funny right now, but fans are gonna get bored with it in about the next month or two.
Yeah, we're gonna get bored with it.
Bored
Yeah,
with
eventually.
Right,
Yeah.
because y'all gonna realize it's Ezekiel. Y'all gonna stop questioning it.
It
They're
is
gonna be like,
not
all right, fine.
Ezekiel. That man is a liar.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
I know. Cy seen the match because he told me to go watch it. Did you see Rampage on Friday?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh my God.
Yo, you got to see it, yo.
Yo,
Okay. I'm gonna
Adam
watch it
Page
when I get
versus
home.
Adam Cole. You got to watch that
Uh-uh.
match.
Yo,
that
that
was-
match was crazy, bro.
I think if that was the same night, that was also when Swerve bounced off of Keith Lee.
Yeah, was that?
Yeah,
Yo, yeah. Oh, he flipped off Keith Lee's chest. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
That was the same night,
Yo,
right?
yeah. That was fire. That was crazy. Oh, that was crazy.
They
He was
ended up.
like,
They ended
he
up
was like,
losing though. I was mad they lost.
they
that
lost,
was
but
dope.
the thing though is it's like it's nice to see, even though that they had history in WWE, whatever else, whatever. It's nice to see that chemistry still go over to AEW to where they both were vibing out the whole night with each other. Like when Ricky Starks was up in the corner and you saw Carter put his face over Ricky to hold him down, and Ricky's like, no, please don't hit me. I'm sorry. And you just hear whack. And it's like even Swerve felt that one.
Hold on a second,
It was
real
a
quick,
good
Caleb. Chanel says Ezekiel is not Elias. Laugh out loud. She says,
Thank you, Chanel.
She says she's agreed. She says she agrees. It will get boring. Ryan says, I believe it when my turns purple. And he also said rib racking. Ryan, right?
I'm sorry.
Right.
I It's WWE.
And then I went to go see that other match too. You was telling me about too. So I was Jonathan Gresham and that other dude. I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, Dalton Castle.
Yeah,
that was a good match.
That's the one he got hurt, right?
Nah, nobody got hurt. It happened on
I
Saturday.
think I know they said Gresham is hurt. Like he got hurt. I don't know if it was in that match, but I know they said he had a match that he got hurt recently.
He didn't look like he was hurt.
To be honest, I didn't even finish watching the rest of Battle of the Belts. Like as soon as CME won, I was like, okay, I'm turning this off now. Goodbye.
Wait, so did Adam Page have another match at the end of the night?
Nah. It was Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose.
They only had like 3 matches booked for Battle of the Belts.
Ryan asks what happened to The Rock, man. The Rock, he's in Hollywood, man. He's in Hollywood.
Ryan just got out of prison or something?
Ryan don't watch wrestling. I thought he does, but he doesn't watch wrestling.
But
and said he got out of prison. Yo,
his page too slow.
Listen, but that damn, what was I about to say? That Hangman Adam Cole, man. They ended that feud on a good note, yo.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna check it out tonight.
Yeah, that was. So the feud is over.
It has to be after that. The way there's nothing you can't. So they better not touch that no more. That was a perfect ending, yo.
No, after that they I agree with that. They better not touch on that anymore because after freaking Hangman Page put a barbed wire crown on Adam Cole and then freaking drove him through the table, that needs to be the of that feud.
So you gotta look at it. Hold on. So let's talk about that real quick because we about to end off this hour mark. Yeah, let's talk about that. So Twitter was going crazy apparently because people were taking it personal, thinking that Adam Page, put a crown of he took barbed wire, wrapped it around Adam Page's head, drove him through the table, and it was like, he put a crown of barbed wire around his head, and this is like Easter weekend, and he did it. It was sacrilegious, it was blasphemous and sacrilegious because it was like a mockery of Jesus Christ. And I'm just like, as a Christian, I'm just like, listen, when I seen him put the barbed wire around his head and put him through the table, I didn't think Jesus. I thought he was trying to hurt him. Like nothing in my mind thought anything about that at all. Right? And it's like people just take stuff and just make it whatever the heck they want. I'm like, where did y'all get that from? Oh, because it's Easter weekend and he gave him a crown of barbed wire and we I can't. I draw the line there. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I got it for this year. Would they have been off if it was a flaming barbed wire crown?
Right.
Because
exactly
flaming barbed wire for many years. Like if you're just now, and I say this a lot, if you are just now getting into wrestling, sorry, not sorry, you need to go back 30 years and watch everything back because everything we've seen now is no different. Like us older folks, it's nothing. What we see now is nothing different than what we saw back then. Like if you're new to the wrestling, whatever, and watching wrestling and you're seeing stuff like this now and you're like, well, that was sacrilegious or whatever. It's like, you need to go back 20, 30 years ago. They were doing this shit back then.
Right. Like, especially.
I remember. I remember. Because when the New Age Outlaws put Cactus Jack and Terry Funk in the garbage and threw them off the ledge, I was like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Triple H pedigree, Mick Foley on the thumbtacks.
But it's the whole, well, hold on a second. Before I even go into that comment section real quick, Angela Duca says, I want Cena to come back. Ryan says, I just like to be here with my green thumbs. He says, yep. He agrees. He also says, where's the nails? Damn. Exactly. Like, right. And then he says, Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog has been retired, Ryan. What you talking about, man?
Look.
But listen. This is the thing, right? This thing, Ryan Bucket. This is right. He just put some.
Andrew's bugging too, but if he wants John Cena to come back, why? You can't see him anyways.
And Angela Duca wants Cena to come back because he's a big fan. But here's the thing, right? When the Undertaker had that feud with the corporation, he put Austin on the cross. Like he put Austin on the cross, he put Stephanie on the cross. Like, he was putting people on the cross. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like, yo, come on, man. Austin has a shirt that says Austin 316, and you have Christians that go to his shows, drink the
And
beer,
wear that same shirt.
with the same shirt. I'm like, yo, come on. I went, oh, that's why I draw the line. You should have drew the line when you were watching it, and Austin had that 316 shirt on. Shut up.
No,
That's why
no,
you
you should have.
annoyed.
No, you should have. No, you should have drew the line when Vince fought God at that pay-per-view.
Exactly.
That's what you should have.
You can go. Yo,
He's like,
you can go
I'm gonna take
before
on the biggest challenge of my life. God, I was like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
This guy's high, yo. And then you had like a big light coming down. It was like Hick enters God, and you had a big light, nobody there, coming down the ramp, and meeting Vince McMahon in the ring, and then he beats God because I was like, yo, what are we talking about? What are we?
Exactly.
Yo, come on, man. Like, get out
No,
of
no,
here.
you
man.
can go back.
You're
You can
perfectly
go back
fine with
before
that,
that,
right?
You could
You
go
said
back
what?
to ECW when you could go back to ECW when Raven did that to Tommy Dreamer.
That's but Ant, that's
He
what I'm
put Tommy Dreamer on a real cross. He crucified him, like really crucified Tommy Dreamer in ECW.
yeah, but Ant, that's
Like
basically
96.
right, but that's basically right back to my point. Is the fans that are watching this now and they're like the newer fans and they're like, well, that was sacrilegious or wrong to do Easter.
Yeah.
Really? Get over it.
Because it wasn't Easter weekend.
Get over it. I get it that it was a weekend, but you know what? It's nothing different than any of us older people seen over the last.
And they actually, and I think they actually carried Dreamer out like how they carried Jesus too.
It doesn't
wow.
surprise me.
Yeah, Paul Heyman got mad heat over that.
Paul Heyman gets heat for everything.
Raven had to get escorted. Raven had to get escorted out of the from the ring back to the backstage.
Oh, word? Oh, I ain't know about that. That's wild.
Shit,
That's
Paul
wild.
Heyman had to get consoled by Roman Reigns over the freaking last
That
night
was funny.
Raw.
Over what?
That was funny.
He basically
happened?
ready to challenge a fan or something like Roman or not Roman, but Paul was arguing with a fan in the crowd and he got ready to try to jump the barricade and one of the Usos stopped him and then Paul Heyman's getting ready to start crying and Roman just comes over and gives him a hug. I was
And
like,
sits
what?
down in the chair. Hey, he's like, I was unleash him on you.
I'm just sitting here and sometimes like I watch the dark match videos that get posted on Twitter and I'm like, what in the Mickey Mouse shit am I watching?
Roman, but the crazy part about it, Roman posted like he went off character off script and he did like a actual babyface promo recently, and he literally begged fans not to post it. I'm like, so why do it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was crazy. I heard about that.
Why are you gonna do something? Tell fans not to post it, but you know fans are gonna post it anyways.
Right.
Duh.
So Ryan said, he said, just playing. Sorry for real though. I get it. It's all good, Ryan. We know you're joking. Angela Dugas says, I love Roman. We love Roman too.
Love everybody.
I don't love Roman. Don't. Hey, hold on. Don't put me in this. I don't love.
You don't
love Roman, Taylor?
Ryan said, "Do love it."
Look, I still have I still have a love-hate relationship with Roman Reigns for after what transpired back in the Thunderdome era when he was on. He's been on SmackDown, but yeah, I have an issue with Roman from the Thunderdome era, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You better acknowledge him.
No,
nobody cares about Dominic. Nobody acknowledges Dominic. What Roman did to Dominic was in the past.
Kayla's not trying to hear it, yo.
There was no reason.
Dominic was in the way, man.
All right, guys, listen. It's the hour mark. It's an hour and 17 minutes. We are going to wrap this show up because I got some things to do. All right, and it's getting pretty late. What you talking about, man? Listen, all right, listen. We thank you guys for joining us for another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. If you guys are catching us on YouTube, guys, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment in the comment section below. If you guys are catching us on Facebook Live, drop a comment in the comment section below. When we post up the video for going live, hit that reminder bell so you will be reminded of when we go live, and you can join us in the conversation for some dude loving. Pause. All right.
Whoa. Yeah, he definitely needs that pause after that one.
at that pause earlier. Boom. All right. So this is Saheem the Dream.
Your boy J Styles.
Yo, girl.
Your boy. Shout out to my generic freaks.
Oh my gosh.
The
Wait,
big
hold on.
bad booty daddy.
Do you get your
Holla
generic
if you hear me.
and do you get your generic freaks at Walmart?
Yeah. Space Mountain is about to be open. Space Mountain about to be open in about an hour.
Oh, girl, gonna be coming to the basement again.
Listen, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Sweet.